Tantra, sacred sexuality. Let's talk about it. I've had several years in this territory working with these energies. It has first been a homecoming within myself, a sacred union within myself, cultivating, learning how to get to know these parts of myself and cultivating this energy within myself first and foremost, whole sovereign within self. So then I can meet another from that space, in that space. Tantra. So Tantra is a philosophy. It is a way of seeing life, of living life. It is seeing the divine everywhere, in everyone, in everything, in me, in you, in the trees, the butterflies, animals, everywhere, the land, mountains, oceans, everywhere. Everything is God incarnate. Sacred sexuality works with Tantra, but in the realm of masculine and feminine energies. Again, first within self, harnessing your own feminine energy, your feeling energy, your way of being receptive to life, to energy, how you feel, how you express, how you dance through life, cultivating your essence, your life force, your Shakti, and your masculine, which is your presence, your ability to hold your Shakti, your ability to witness, lovingly witness your fullness, your life force, all of who you are, you and your fullness, all parts of yourself, the capacity to hold it. For me, these two energies meet at the heart. So feminine is earth-based, body-based, feeling, getting into the body, the soma, getting connected to the earth, that primordial feminine energy. You might have heard of the Kundalini serpent. She rises up from the depths, the primordial depths of the earth, the core of the earth, the original earth. Up through the spine, through your sex, through your spine, all the way up, activating you, shedding. The serpent is such a powerful symbol of shedding and transformation, letting go of what no longer serves, to awaken, unlock new potential, you and your fullness, a rebirthing, a truer you. And she rises up, and the masculine appear in the heavens, so your conscious awareness. And to me, they meet in the heart. Sacred union takes place in the heart. It is a making love of the two energies in the heart. It is meeting yourself in the heart. It is meeting all of life in the heart. It is meeting another in the heart, from the heart. It is allowing these two energies to merge, to grow, to expand your capacity to feel, to empathize, to love, to have compassion, to live, to know your own heart, and to live from that space, to emanate it, to emanate your radiance, to be radiant, to emanate your life force, your heart, out into the world, out into absolutely everything you do, every moment, every conversation. The conversation I'm having here with you now, how you approach work, how you approach relationships, how you approach family things, everything from heart space. It is when these two energies are in union, when you're able to fully live from the space. What I feel into this union within my heart, it is an ecstatic, it is a making love. I feel and I see this like bright white platinum, just the most brilliant platinum light, just bursting from my heart out into everything. Oh, it's magnificent. Oh, it is your life force. Can you feel it? Can you feel it in my words? It is your life force is your true essence. And it has to be cultivated. We've created a society where we don't appreciate this really. We don't teach this. People are so disconnected from their hearts, from who they really are, why they're here, the original essence from earth. We see it in all things and in all ways. But it's a cultivation of these energies, and it grows and grows and grows, and then it can't help but expand. And then it's so magnetic that it attracts people, or repulses if they're not doing the work, or if they're not ready to receive. But it's deeply magnetic. Your feminine essence is deeply magnetic to the presence that can hold all of it. And when I mean all of it, I mean all of it, all of life. All of life. That is what this path has given me, capacity to hold all of life. I believe that this path, like, I began on it before coming to some really hard soul initiations, really difficult. And I believe it was all preparing me to go through what I've been going through. I've been dealt a cancer diagnosis. I've been deeply healing for several years. Come face to face with my own mortality, so much fear. And this practice has gifted me the capacity to handle this, not only to handle this, but to thrive through it. I feel more like myself than ever. Ever. What a gift. Why are we even here if it's not for that? To come back to our original blueprint, to who we really are, to feel who we are, to feel life, to embrace what we're feeling, to embrace all of who we are, all that we're made of. You know, this realm is shadow work, it is contradiction, we are duality, we are made up of it all. Stuff that we like, stuff that we do not like. You gotta love it all. You might not like it, but you gotta love it. Love it all. My biggest practice is acceptance, forgiveness, and unconditional love. And that's what this is. I accept all of me, contradictions and all, shadows and all. I forgive it. I forgive my humanity. I forgive myself for when I make mistakes. And I unconditionally love it. I unconditionally love it. Because that's what we are at our truest essence. We are unconditional love. That's it. And that's everything. That is absolutely everything. It encompasses everything. Do you know how massive that is? Like, that is massive capacity to be able to see all of humanity, all of life, and unconditionally love it all. That is God consciousness. That is available to me. That is available to you. That is available to all of us. And that is the practice. That is the journey. That is what life is trying to get us to remember our truest essence, which is love. Unconditional love, capacity to love. We've got to get back to the remembrance of it. We have to build up our own capacity for it. We have to activate these energies within us. We have to stop getting so distracted by all of the chaos going on in the world and come back to the innocence, the truth of our actual, truest essence, expression, who we really are at our core. And then live that and be that in the world and everything that we do. That, to me, is Tantra. Relating now to me is so much different from this space. From this space, I am able to share my heart, to share my truth, to feel into that, to know what that is, and to share from that place with my partner, with whomever I'm relating with. I can feel the energy, my energy, I can feel it shift as I'm around somebody. I can tap into that intuition and that instinct of like, okay, is there something here with that person? Is this true chemistry? Is there something that wants to move through us? Does life want to move through this connection in a way and show us each something to help us evolve through this connection, to live through this connection, to move through it? So I can feel that, I can tap into that. And usually I'm very energized by it. Probably not usually. I'm always energized by it because I can feel it. Shakti is energy, right? And I hold very much a feminine pole. So I am attracted to a masculine pole. Feminine and masculine attracted to each other. And this is beyond, your physical gender or your biological sex. This is the energy that you have within yourself. So I am very much more a feeling expressive person, as you can probably see. So I attract somebody who can hold that. But you know what I love? This to me is the sacred play and the sacred dance of it. I love being able to exchange those energies. Somebody's in the holding, somebody's in the feeling and expressing, the giving, the receiving, the constant dance and flow. And it's like knowing what the energy calls for, knowing when to be in the holding, knowing when to be in the receiving and feeling. You cultivate it, you consciously cultivate it and wield it, and you dance and you play and you merge. It is an ecstatic union and it feels so good. What I want to share is that there is just so much more to intimacy than we have been told, than we have been conditioned into believing that all that there is. From this space, you are tapped into this energy that is bigger than yourself. It feels like yourself in some ways because it's coming through your vehicle, your vessel, but we are portals of God. We are portals of life. So the feelings and that energy that's coming through us isn't even truly ours. It's impersonal, coming through the personal. You can learn how to breathe in your partner, to breathe in their essence, to breathe in their life force, to give your life force, to give your energy, to give your love, to give your heart, to giving and receiving, giving and receiving. It is a divine dance of union. You can learn how to feel this and cultivate it within all of your body. So not just your sex, but to cultivate it within every cell of your being, to have ecstatic pleasure, to have cosmic pleasure, to have full body ecstatic pleasure. It is out of this world, out of this world. It feels like the greatest high. It is so deeply nourishing, fulfilling. When I have a hunger for this. And this energy, you can use it for everything. So you learn how to build it up within yourself, to share it and merge it with a partner, and then to let it overflow into all of your life. I have a practice banking the fire, so banking it in within myself. So I learn how to cultivate it, wield it, feel it within all of me, and then learning how to bank it so that when I'm not in those peak states, I can always feel that fire. I can always tap into it, and I let it pour out into everything that I do. That is creation power. That is magic. It's really important to have a somatic memory. I've done so much work this past decade, and a lot of it is the same lesson over and over, a similar lesson over and over. But every time the longer I go through this path, and every time I go deeper, it's like it lands deeper into my body. It lands into my cells, like a cellular encoding, a DNA encoding. It's like, we are gonna get it now. we are going to remember it. Your cells are going to remember it. You are going to have this somatic imprint, this visual, this knowing, these words, this feeling to be able to carry with you and practice. So I can tap into that, whatever it was, that feeling, that vision, that knowing, whatever that somatic imprint was for me, I can tap into that. So if I'm out in the world doing something, or with a lover, or in a conversation, and I feel myself slipping, or I want to harness that and tap into that, all I've got to do is feel into that. Feel into that moment. Feel into that feeling. Go back there. Dive in. So important to have that somatic experience. We are the vessels. We are the vehicle. It's through the body. Through the body. When you access these states, you can have powerful visions. You can have powerful meditative journeys. That's what I mean by like take me to God, or part of what I mean by take me to God. Like part of it is that ecstatic all over body feeling of just this pure high, pure state of ecstasy, out of this world, out of the cosmos. For me, I've been experiencing visuals, and this isn't just happening in intimate moments. It's happening, my magic is really coming online. I've been doing so many shamanic journeys, meditations lately. So that is some of my gift, my magic, my medicine, is to be able to receive. Sometimes I receive words, downloads, intuitive words, intuitive knowings, oracle flowing through me. And then sometimes I also have the gift of vision. I have these powerful visions, psychedelic visions, not even on psychedelics, but psychedelic visions that are so powerful, so potent, so real. I can see it, I can feel it, like it's right there. I can feel that in meditation, but I'm also experiencing it now in intimacy, in intimate moments. It is ecstatic. I receive so much from that, so much medicine, so much wisdom, so much insight. Part of my practice is being able to gift from that place, to resource from that cosmic ocean, God, infinite source, original home, to source from that, to bring a cup of it back with me, to fill me and bring a cup like the water bear and be able to pour it out in everything that I do. You can learn how to channel these energies, how to direct them. So using your intention, your awareness, your breath, your wielding your energy, you can direct your partner's energy, you can direct your energy. Say you want to feel your partner in a certain part of your body, you have to think about that and say, I want you here. And then with this practice, and you have to feel it, cultivate it, and say, I want you here. Breathing and feeling with all of your body, all of your essence, and you can feel that. I have. So I know that it is possible, and it is ecstatic. And this is energy. I'm talking energy. I'm saying they don't even have to be in that physical body part of yours. But you breathe them in, their Shakti, their consciousness, their presence. You breathe that into your vehicle, where you want to feel it, whether it's your whole body, your throat, your womb, your sex, wherever it is, you can feel that. That is receiving your partner, and that is giving to your partner. When you give from that space, you give with that conscious presence and that direction. That is what is available. There is so much more than just physical intimacy. There's so much more that is possible. The distortions and the portrayals in media have been a disservice to us. They've hurt us. But I'm here to tell you that there is so much more that can be activated within yourself, within your intimate relationships, within all of your life. You do not have to stay in a dead-end job. You do not have to stay in a partnership where there is not this lighting of your fire, the sharing of Holy Communion. It does not have to feel dead inside. I know what it feels like when you're just going through the motions, when you're in survival mode, or when you feel like, this is the best it's gonna get, or, that this is good enough. No. Feel into your longing. Feel into your power. Be unafraid to ask for more. The feminine is always asking for more. From a place of she knows that she is worthy, from a place that she knows that she already has it, that she's full, she's fed, because she is God. She is from God. She lives as God incarnate. So when you know that truly, then you're unafraid to ask for more. You know your worth. You know your capacity, and you know your worth. This is I am power. This is the original codes, our original blueprint. We are made for heaven on earth. We are made for heaven through the body. Sex and God are not separate. The body and God is not separate. Life and God is not separate. That is Tantra. That is sacred sexuality.